Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the NFL power rankings, kind of recapping last week's game as we go along. And yeah, but remember, these are season-long power rankings, so we'll just start from the top here. Well, in this case, the bottom, clearly, the Chicago Bears. This was really bad. This is really bad. I think that this team is they're going to be in the market for a quarterback, and I think that's kind of crazy. I'm a Michigan fan. I like to make fun of Justin Fields because he's not only my NFL team's rival, but he's from my rival college. In college, I almost feel bad for him at this point. This is getting rough. So we'll just move swiftly onwards. Up next, Arizona Cardinals. Now, you might be thinking, okay, they won a game. How are they still down here this low? They did move up one spot. I mean, they're trying to lose. You can kind of tell, but they've got some pieces and some talent. They're not a horrible team. I'm already looking at it, and I regret having them this low, but I don't think there's that many terrible teams. I mean, we're going to go to a few teams from now are going to seem terrible, but a lot of the records are not that bad. But Cardinals, I look, again, Hollywood Brown's a good piece. James Conner's really good. I think that there's ability. They could rebuild really quickly. I don't think they're that bad at all. And you get a good quarterback in there, and I think everything turns around really fast. Denver Broncos. So yeah, this is definitely a thing. 70 points. He did score 20. I mean, their offense is figuring it out. I think that they're going to be good here, but I don't, and not right away. I thought that they were really good. I was kind of falling in love with the Broncos. Thought that they're going to be one of the darling teams of the year. They kind of got a little cute. You know, a lot of teams were like, oh, a lot of people, players, excuse me, and people were like, oh, it's gonna be this team. Oh, they're gonna do it. Yeah, maybe we overplayed our hand a little bit here, but yeah, it's tough. 29 Houston Texans. Don't hate the Houston Texans at all. I think they're actually one of the better teams in the league for what they are, right? They're a young rookie quarterback. CJ Stroud is looking not like an Ohio State quarterback, which is a compliment to him. Playing well, really. Tank Dell's doing great. A lot of these young guys are playing really well. Obviously, you're still losing games, but look, you beat the Jags. You played pretty well against the Jags, and a lot of your team is really young. I think there's a lot of high upside here, but again, just because you win games doesn't move up or down. That's kind of my power rankings. I know that probably sounds really stupid because I got a few 0-3 teams up here still, but yeah. Steelers, I don't think you lost the game, but I don't know. The offense looked a bit better. I still think that there are some major issues with the offense. That's just my opinion. Obviously, again, I'm an idiot armchair GM, but I think that there's ability for them to move up more. Again, I think the Raiders lost the game more than they won it. That being said, how are the Raiders ahead of them? Their 1-2 receiving core is still really good. Okay, Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams is like a legit good 1-2 duo. Josh Jacobs is gonna figure it out. Jimmy Garoppolo is just broken always, and it just sucks because I think this team's not bad at all, but he gets hurt so often. It's just, damn, man, damn. Up next, we got the Carolina Panthers. Now, again, no Bryce Young. He was hurt. If he played, we probably would have seen a little bit worse. But Adam Thielen's really good. Miles Sanders is again serviceable. There's a lot of pieces that are good on this team. I think that they're going to eventually fall down a bit more. But again, you're trying to grow with your guys here. Andy Dalton again, serviceable backup. Some of these tanking teams, I think, should really trade their quarterbacks. Like Andy Dalton, I think should get traded to the Jets. Because look, dude, you need to move forward, and by forward would be moving down. I know they don't have their own pick, but a higher second round pick is very important. So they're in a weird spot where they can't really tank, but they can at the same time. Does that make any sense? Speaking of the Jets, it's the Jets. Zach Wilson's really bad, but that defense is good. Run game is still good. Receivers are still good. They just need a quarterback. And until they get one, they did sign Trevor Siemian, but until they get a real one, yeah. Minnesota Vikings, 0-3. The roster's still so good. Kirk Cousins, I know, isn't it. I think the problem is it's not his fault at all, right? But he's paid a lot, so you got to get rid of him. Draft a rookie if you can. I know they wanted Trey Lance, maybe. I think isn't Kellen Mond? No, Kellen Mond's not there anymore. I don't even know who their backup is, but maybe try to get something out and get out of him, get him to trade out, and then quickly rebuild on the fly. Titans only above them because they got a win or two. I know I keep contradicting myself with that, but look, they make sense in my brain. Okay, I got the big PowerPoint, and I just put them. I put teams where I think they make sense. Titans are not nearly as good as they've appeared to be in the first few weeks. Got smoked by the Browns. I think the Browns, as I kind of mentioned last week, are a really good team. I had them pretty high already. I know they lost Chubb, but I was like, look, they're still good. Derrick Henry didn't look good. We might be able to get him in a fantasy league if you buy low on him right now, because people are probably idiots and going to trade him away quickly. But the quarterback is still a nightmare. I wonder when we're going to get Will Levis. I don't know if we'll see him this year, but they probably should. Falcons, horrible loss to the Lions. Desmond Ridder is not it. Again, they remind me a little bit of the Jets, super poor man's Jets. They get a quarterback. This team's gonna be unbelievable. Like put Kirk Cousins on the Falcons, like some like just a game manager needs to go out there and just do a few throws. That's all you need. I don't know if Ridder can even make those throws. I mean, you had Kyle Pitts wide open, overthrew him by a mile. It was tough. Chargers got to win, even though they tried to lose. I'm actually covering up let me do that. Boom. It was ugly game. Keenan Allen's awesome. Mike Williams, excuse me, out for the year again. Seems like they're always hurt. Him and Keenan Allen, those guys are always hurt. So hopefully he gets healthy and comes back stronger next year. Chargers just kind of I know Giants number 20. It's the Giants. They had a tough showing on Thursday night, but kind of expected against one of the best teams in the league. Saquon's getting healthier, and no Saquon, they kind of hung around the game, but Daniel Jones is figuring it out. This team was going to take a step back. I think we all knew that, outside of the Giants fans, but there's just something missing. I don't know what it is, but if they figure it out, it's still a very, very solid team. I know the defense isn't the best right now, but they can still figure it out. Speaking of teams they can still figure out, it's the Pats. They're at 19, right around the middle. I think they can get better, but again, right now it's just, I don't know. It's this group of middle teams is kind of Colts, I need AR back. I need air. I know they won without him, but it was very ugly, and the Ravens were trying to tank or something because I don't know what was going on there. But D-line looks great. Kwity Paye looks really good. Michigan man. Shout out Kwity Paye. DeForest Buckner, very good, obviously. Defense is solid. Receivers can get worked on. If they had about a year, they could go get like Marvin Harrison, but give them like Malik Neighbors, Romeo Dunze, one of those guys. Oh, that's going to be sick. Commanders, the bubble popped on the Commanders. I was happy with them. I was happy with them. I was really a big fan of them. I thought they were going to be able to do something against the Bills. I know they ended up predicting the Bills at -6.5, but it was bad. Somehow bad. That might be the game where it's like, okay, maybe we still need a quarterback. I know we're okay, still might need a quarterback. And now you got a game against Philly. Good luck. Rams came back down to earth. Lost to the Bengals last night. Number 16 Rams. Stafford's still really good, or not really good, very good enough, if that makes any sense at all. You just need the defense to step up a little bit. But that offense is still a work in progress. O-line is, oh man. Bengals finally got a win. They're kind of one of those teams where it's like, look, as soon as they win, I'm going to launch them up the standings. I do like the Bengals. I've been a fan of Joe Burrow and the Bengals the entire time those two have been together, especially the last 2 years. But need him to take a step forward still. I know he's still banged up. Jamar Chase showed up, which is great. T. Higgins, still nothing from him. I don't know. D-line looked awesome. Is it the D-line being awesome or the O-line, their O-line being bad? Probably a bit of both, but benefit of the doubt, Bengals 15. Packers 14. They backed into a win. Good comeback, good gritty comeback win. Kind of reminded me of a little bit with the Ohio State Notre Dame game where it was like, look, it wasn't the most impressive thing, but you still got to give a young quarterback credit for on the road win, right? Actually, I don't even think it was on the road. I'm pretty sure it was in Green Bay, but a come from behind win against a solid opponent. Bucks at 13. Tough game for the Bucks, but I still really believe in Bucks. I think they're a pretty solid team. Defense is really good. They picked off Jalen Hurts twice. Get them like Caleb Williams in that team. That team's gonna be really fun. Or another solid running back. Rashad White's pretty good. Need a little bit more. Can flip some receivers for some picks. maybe Mike Williams, maybe Godwin. I don't know. I think that this might be a really good thing that they lost. I think that they need to get higher up the draft board. That's just me. Seahawks, another good win. They're now what 2-1. They took care of business against the Panthers. Kenneth Walker looked really good. Yeah, I mean he ate very well. They got this really good scheme now. They're kind of getting to like almost like a physically-ish type team where they've got a lot of tight ends, a lot of running backs running up and down the field. And then when in doubt, you've got on the edges, you've got Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Nothing out of JSN yet, but I'm sure he'll be out of the mix soon. Saints looked real good. I know they ended up losing. I got them probably way too high here, but with their division, they're going to be a threat no matter what. So I have them up here at 11. Watch out for the Saints. I think they get good going down the stretch. I know Derek Carr got hurt, but he's week to week, so not too much to worry about. So I'm not stressing nearly as much as other people are. Number 10, the Browns. Another great win. I mentioned this earlier. I really like the Browns, man. Deshaun Watson is starting to get that back. If you had Nick Chubb, the team would be really good. But again, now they have to throw the ball, and you're going to see what you get out of Trevor Lawrence, out of Deshaun Watson, and it's something that's a lot better than people thought. Since I smacked the keyboard a little early, we'll go right to the Jags. I still believe in the Jags. I know they lost. It was a really ugly loss, but they got to figure it out. This team with Calvin Ridley, there'll still be some chemistry issues getting up to speed, adding in some other rookies and some new O-line. It's going to take some time. They got an easy enough division, similar to the Saints. They'll be in the mix when it comes to playoff time. Ravens. Lamar can run the ball again, which is great for my fantasy team. Everybody on their team's hurt every time, no matter what. Gus Edwards hurt, running back. I know OBJ was out. Obviously, Dobbins already out for the year. I don't know what more we can do to help these Raven guys out, but goodness gracious, there's got to be something going on. But yeah, that Justin Tucker missed some long field goals, which you never really see. And yeah, let's see how this team goes down the right stretch. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Lions, solid win. Laporta looks unbelievable. Brian Branch looked unbelievable as well. Jahmyr Gibbs is getting there. I think he still needs a little bit more time to adjust the NFL level, but he'll be there. Don't worry. Yeah, Lions at 7. Cowboys, really ugly loss. Was the loss horrible? Yes. Is that the reason why they fell? A part of it, of course. That offense, man, that offense in the red zone was hideous. They had nothing really going for them. Special teams was kind of the only way they were able to move the ball really effectively. Ugh, I don't know, man. Something was off in that game. Hopefully it's a one-off game for their sake. Bills looked really good. Ran through the Commanders. A huge game this weekend against Miami. Winner might be number 1 in the power rankings. That's just a spoiler alert. But depending on how the game goes, of course. But yeah, I'm really impressed with what I've seen from the Bills the last game or two. God, that Jets win. No Aaron Rodgers overtime loss. The Jets. Oof. That's going to hurt them in the division. That's going to hurt them in the long stretch. But beating the Dolphins would be a major, major time. Chiefs, 4. Big story was Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift doing their thing. Does that affect anything? Probably not. She might have some better music come out. So shout out to the women that listen to her. You can have some really good music coming up soon, I assume, when Travis Kelce ends up being himself and they end up breaking up. But who cares? This is a sports channel. This is not some pop culture BS. They ran through the Bears. Bears are really bad, but they're starting to get their swagger back. You're seeing Mahomes do some things. He took a late hit low. Whatever, he's fine. McKinnon still gets in the end zone, all that stuff. Yeah, watch out for the Chiefs. Eagles, another suffocating primetime win. They're starting to do this a lot more. That sneak is annoying. Probably should be illegal, but until it is, you keep going. They're doing their thing, and they're just running through all these teams. Niners, same thing. Primetime win again. They killed it. I don't know how much to add. Number 1. You're without your second best receiver and you put up 70 points. Devon Achane, not a chain. Devon Achane. I don't know. They had some big thing that they wanted to pick his name differently, but he had 4 touchdowns. I believe what's it called? Mostert also had 4 touchdowns. That was one of the best performances I've ever seen in the history of football. And it was in the NFL. An absolute, it was a college score in NFL. It looked like a Pac-12 offense out there scoring every possession. So Dolphins are the Super Bowl favorite right now. I told you they're winning the Super Bowl a few weeks ago. It's almost worrying me that they're doing so good now, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these power rankings. I'm sure everyone's going to agree with these no matter what. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.